No.
All right, so Kaiji,
Hmm.
episode 10.
Yeah, episode 10, Messenger.
I have this thing about forgetting episode numbers. Yeah, so take it away.
So, Kaiji, looks like you got a minimum wage job at a convenience store. That sure is convenient. Ha 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 ha. Boy, it sure does look like you're having a fun time with that minimum wage. You're hauling trash bags out and having the trash bag rip, and I hate when that happens.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah, which is why we double bag our trashes. So, like, he's working minimum wage job now. He's got some coworkers, an angry manager, pretty girl, an apparent Yosuke, Persona 4. So, apparent at first, he seems to be the bro character.
I'm not seeing the Yosuke comparison, to be honest. I feel like there could be a Persona Bro character comparison you could make there, but I don't think Yosuke is it.
I'm just saying, because, Junes convenience store, I don't know, there was a bit of overlap for me.
Okay, if you say so.
So, he's like, hey, well, actually, Kaiji's doing stuff, and the manager's yelling at him, and, bro characters like, hey, manager, we got some snacks. You want some snacks? The manager's like, well, I like snacks.
I should point out that when, Kaiji is crying quietly to himself when the manager says, hey, you should be working, why are you slacking off?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Kaiji's also, keeping an eye on the door in case somebody wanders in and asks to get his debt repaid, because it's been 3 months now, and nobody's come calling for his debt.
Yeah.
So he's a bit paranoid.
Yeah, he's entirely aware that he basically can't even dent his debts at all. His wage isn't really enough to actually pay any of that off.
He can
could
barely cover the interest.
handle the interest, yeah.
Yeah. So, well, he's in the, they goes and snaps to everybody, and he's like, man, I really hate this kind of atmosphere. It's really not my scene. But I have to endure.
I do want to mention the fact that he points out that no one has come to collect the debt at any point.
Yeah.
Not even, to make a payment on it, which I feel like is probably a psychological tactic.
Mm-hmm.
He's doing his thing, he's living his life, and making money. He's gotten a job, which we presume he didn't have before the Espoir thing. But the debt is still completely untouched in any way, which means it feels like that's going to be hanging over his head forever because it's still exactly the same as it's always been.
Yeah, there's no progress being made. So
yeah,
this plays into psychological tactics. We'll get into that a little bit later.
If in fact, I could probably compare it to that of Mice and Men thing, where hey, we're gonna save up some money and do our own thing and be awesome. Oh, hey, paycheck came in. Everyone's gonna go down to the place of fun times and celebrate, and they end up spending all their money because without that long-term goal being right there in front of them that they can make progress on, quick, cheap, easy, fun gains are a lot more tempting. So you forget that paying it off is even an option.
So, Kaiji gets accused of stealing a 100,000 yen envelope from the manager's office. Because manager doesn't like him, and he does have that long hair, I guess. So he's just kind of it's getting typecasted, and he gets real upset. And he's like, "Hey, man, no, don't touch my bag." Because manager wants him to open his bag and do a full body check for this thing. And he's like, "All right, I have an idea. How about we gamble?" if you find your envelope in my bag, I'll pay you $1 million. If you don't, you pay me 100,000. Now, you see the Kaiji from the ship come back in this instant, and you see how that really doesn't fit with real life, because the managers meet like, oh, so you must have stolen it because you hid it around the store, so you're just trying to get 100,000 yen out of me. And bro character wanders in. He's like, hey, calm down, calm down. You don't have any proof, manager. Don't have any proof. Kaiji, get out of here. And so Kaiji leaves, and he starts walking away, and a little bit later, bro character runs up to him, and he says, hey, so I quit. You wanted to body check me. Gee, that manager is so crazy.
You stole it, didn't you?
Well, Kaiji, I knew you were different from the rest of them. Oh, man. Yoink. It's in your bag. I'm sorry,
Man, I was so worried when you said, like, I'll pay you $1 million if it's in my bag. I don't know what I would have done.
Yeah, like, oh, man, Kaiji. Well, you know what? This is for us. This is for, this is bad money, dirty money that he skimmed off of our paychecks. So, like, let's go out and get beer. Mike, I'll treat you. And immediately, this guy just has so much character that I like him a lot. And he kind of solves the problem I was mentioning earlier when there was no kind of strong character to kind of work with Kaiji, because, like, or actually even a character. Furuhara Ando kind of are gone forever, hopefully.
Yeah. You get the feeling that since this was a serialized manga, he got some feedback and was like, hey, no one else is really a character. They're just a thing for Kaiji to play off of and just show how awesome or how corrupt everyone else is. Could we get some real characters, please?
Yeah, so this guy immediately has tons of charisma and personality, and he makes a nice foil to the current Kaiji, who is very much kind of serious and neurotic, and this guy's very free and, like...
Yeah, it's... If Kaiji is the gambler out of desperation, then Sahara, which, cool name, by the way, is more the thrill-seeking gambler. The one that does it for the rush that they get out of it.
And I think that's a nice parallel to Kaiji, to kind of have those two characters be in the same room.
Yeah.
And, like, so that's very interesting. And so, they go out for a drink, and he's like, hey, Kaiji, you're on the run, aren't you?
I feel like you run in some dangerous groups where there's a lot of money changing hands.
Yeah, pretty dangerous, like lots of money, because you're kind of on the run. I can tell you keep looking at the door, and you always sit with your back facing the wall and your front facing the entrance. You can see when somebody comes in. I'm not an idiot, Kaiji. What's going on?
I want in.
Yeah, essentially. And, what was it? He gives Kaiji some phone number or something?
Kaiji goes to the bathroom or something and has an inner monologue about how much everything sucks and Sahara should not want to get into this. He comes back to the table. Sahara's like, hey, this guy in black clothing showed up. He left this for you. Hands him a phone number.
Yeah, and Kaiji's like, goes, dials it. Hello? Who's there? Just identify yourself. And then you hear, and you see Sahara's over there. He's just, sorry. That's a joke. Lots of good character moments here.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then we get to they're walking back from the bar, and we see Endo, not Ando. Endo. The messenger before the people, like the episode title.
I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. Am I losing my hair? What the fuck?
It's disappearing.
Receding hairline. I'm getting a widow's peak. Whatever.
Just like Vegeta.
Hmm.
Anyways,
That's a
so
terrible time to realize that on camera. That's fucking terrible. Okay.
Enda's like, hey, Kaiji, want to ride? We gotta talk to you about something. Kaiji tries to walk past him. Don't be so harsh, Kaiji. I got something for you. So he drives them over in his beat up car that may or may not have a thing on the front of it that may or may not have been replaced.
Yeah, they don't actually show the front of the car, do they?
Yeah, no.
Would have been a nice touch if there was just like sellotape around a little replacement.
Yeah, a little tape. But they get into Kaiji's house, and basically he's like, "All right, Kaiji, so here's the deal. We got another game coming up. Big gamble, lots of fun, lots of cool people. We got like 60 people going. You got chosen to be in there."
He doesn't say game, he says party.
There's party. Yeah, cool party. And hey, things go your way. You walk away with 20 million. Kaiji's like, you did the same spiel to me before. No. Are you stupid? I'll work this off. And then Sahara over in the back is like, 20 million, please let me join in. He's like, I'm working a minimum wage job. There's no way to really climb out unless guys like us strike it rich quick. And from there, Endo uses that to kind of break down Kaiji and be like, look, you're in a lot of debt. If you try to take it to the courts, it's a gambling debt, so they're not going to really clear it. And even if they do, we're going to collect. You have a lot of interest that's accumulated. You're now at 6.89 million. It's only going to get worse. If you can do the math for how much money you make, you're going to pay this off in 16 years, at least.
You're going to be 40.
So
Kaiji's 24. Okay,
yeah.
Fair enough. Good to know.
So look, Kaiji, you got a chance here. I'm giving you a chance. You can go out, you can win, and like for you, it'll probably be easy. I mean, you did so well before. Like, you got off that ship. You get out there, you win some money.
Technically speaking, yes, he did well.
You're doing fine. You don't. Just here's the address and here's the time. So think about it. And just kind of wanders off. Gets back into his car, leaves, and the other guy leaves, and Kaiji's just like, I really should. No, I'm being stuck in a loop here. I want to be able to break free out of this because it's not right.
I'll win this time. Along the lines of what he says.
And to be fair, when he first went into the ship thing, he was super naive, and he wasn't thinking and like on his game. And this time, he's more prepared for that type of thing.
He is. Watch how little that matters.
Yeah.
So,
because the way this show seems to be going, and these are probably going to be my closing notes, I guess. The way this show seems to be going is that Kaiji can never have a full win until the show ends. Is what I feel like is the direction. Meaning, he can win. He can win all he wants. But he's going to do something nice and screw himself over, or something else is going to happen. He's going to end up with like a lot of debt at the end of it. That requires him to go back, gamble some more, try to clear it.
I'm going to spoil the manga a little bit at least, which I haven't read, but I can tell you that it continues on after season 2. And there is a point where Kaiji gets an unequivocal win before the end of the manga.
Okay. There we go. That's nice. That's not going to be for a very long time, and that's not going to be till after the anime and the manga. Yeah, I mean,
I'll
I'm
qualify. It's not in this season of the anime.
Okay. I'm I'm not 100% sure on how this will work out, because if he does end up getting saddled with a bunch of debt because of some stupid reason, and if it's not a reason I can kind of see as to why that would happen, then I might be a little bit upset. But this show's very interesting. I really do like it a lot, and I feel like it's getting better in terms of, already new characters. We have a more experienced Kaiji.
We have a Kaiji that is a developed character at this point, and
Yeah,
he is continuing to develop as the show goes on, which helps.
yeah. So the characters are more compelling, and that's kind of always a thing that really draws me into a series more than anything, is the characters. So that's why I tend to focus on that a lot.
Mm.
Even in my own writing, I always do a lot of character-heavy writing rather than anything else.
Yeah.
Because, I have a thing for understanding people and writing about people. And so it's just nice to see that we have more characters going on. And we have more stuff going on for Kaiji as well as a character.
Mm.
So I look forward to seeing how this develops. I'm not going to change the rating at any moment. So
Cool. So I guess that's episode 10. 10 is the episode.
Yeah.
Is the episode. I remembered.
It's one more than 9 and one less than 11.
Yeah. Speaking of 11, that'll be on Monday. Bye, everybody.
Bye.